Welcome back. We are down here at City Hall. Joining me now is Councillor Jeff Carlson. How are you, Jeff?
I am excellent on this kind of chilly, wet day. But
It is. Okay, now you just got back from Edmonton. All of you did. Tell me what went on there.
Well, that's our annual conference, the Alberta Urban Municipalities Association. It's the annual conference of all of the mayors and councillors from across Alberta. 8 of us went up there, so we had a large contingent. We took the opportunity to have face-to-face discussions with a lot of the provincial ministers, and we advocated heavily for a lot of the issues that are near and dear to our residents, things like funding issues for Fifth on Fifth youth services. Some of the arts organizations in towns are experiencing funding difficulties. FCSS, Family Community Support Services, we lobbied heavily for increase to funding on that, as well as our belief that municipalities need to have a say in oil and gas exploration within our boundaries. And it wasn't unanimous across the province, but we had strong support from mayors and councillors across the province on many of those issues. So we'll be hearing over the next little while, but the rubber will hit the road when the new budget comes down, and hopefully we'll see some positive effects for our community.
That's fantastic. Now, moving over to this week's council meeting, I did see that there is a new tool coming, and it looks really cool. So this is going to help residents of Lethbridge understand where their property taxes are going. It's a new online tool. Tell us about it.
Well, this is just another means we're trying to get more citizen engagement around our budget. We always hear that folks do want to be involved in the budget process, because we'll be building a 4-year budget this fall for 15, 16, 17, 18. We want as much citizen input as possible. This makes it really simple. You go to lethbridge.ca, you'll find a link to the tool. You put in what your property value is. It shows you exactly what your taxes are and how they're apportioned. And then you can play with the sliders and say, well, I pay $600 a year for police. Well, I think I want more police. And if you increase it, and it shows you all the changes and what the impacts could be. Plus, there's also lots of little hyperlinks and sidebars where you can just learn way more about our budget process, and the various business units. So I really encourage folks, lethbridge.ca. It's the operating budget citizen engagement piece. Please come out, because it's not just a play tool. You can leave comments. You can tell council directly what you'd like to see, where you'd like your tax dollars to be invested, and what services you want for those.
Yeah, I went on there this morning and was playing around with it. I thought it was really fun. I'm just wondering who's going to be monitoring that and how much resource time that's going to take up. Are you going to individually comment back, or are you just going to compile them all at the end?
Right, and no, we will more than likely not be commenting to each person as they send it. If you just leave a comment on the website, it'll be, I don't know how many pages, but it'll all be handed to council when we hit deliberations the week of, I think it's November 17th. And so if you want your voice to be heard, make sure you go in, because it is kind of fun. You get to play with things, but more important is the comments. We really want to hear from folks.
I could see that being a very, very popular page.
I hope so. I hope so.
I think so. Okay, there was a motion passed for going forward to Canada Post.
Oh, yes.
And this would be possibly to have a few mail carriers left for a selected group of residents that are having mobility issues.
The seniors. And when we put in these super mailboxes, people with mobility issues, the seniors, have difficulty reaching it. Also, we have to site them, so we have to find municipal land for them, which means traditionally you're going to lose park space, or somebody's going to have them on front of their lawn. So we just really want to have a say at the table. And basically it's a motion to ask City Council to support talking to the federal government, talking to our colleagues at the Federation of Canadian Municipalities about the cutbacks to Canada Post and how it affects our community, our citizens, our residents.
Well, thank you so much for all the information and for joining us today, Jeff. We'll have more coming up on Go Southern Alberta.